Hello guys, what's up? So I'm calling my friend Liquid Soul. Ah yeah, that's me. What's
Works.
up? What's up, brother?
Okay.
It's me, man.
Let me put this a bit. Hello, my friend.
Oh, from Brazil to Switzerland.
Hello from Switzerland.
How
How are you
are
doing?
you, my man?
Long time
Good?
no see.
Yeah, it's insane. We used to see each other averagely every 1 or 2 months now. Whoa, when was the last time we saw each other? I don't even remember.
I would say it was in Amsterdam Dance you went.
Wow, from ADE.
No, can't be. No, probably in Brazil somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah, we saw each other around I think we saw each other around Brazil, probably December, maybe.
Too long ago, at least. But for sure, that for sure. Yeah. Sitting at home is a bit unusual for us, right?
So, how are you holding up in this?
Well, it's tough. First of all, after
Yeah.
so many years, you know, to sit at home as in one, let's say, in one shot, so many months at home and not traveling around was really like weird. But I must say, like the first 2 months, I enjoyed to be home after all these years traveling and have buzzing and blah, blah, blah. But then it became weird. So the good thing was about that we had, or at least probably you two, spending much more time in the studio. That was cool, yeah.
Definitely.
But still, I would love to go back now. Sitting in a plane, which is always very, very annoying, actually.
It's a break for all of us, but suddenly after a few months, we're like feeling,
Yeah.
I miss this plane. By the way, I'm seeing some people asking, where is Matan? So I'm informing that Matan is on his way to Taiwan to play in Ultra Taiwan. So he couldn't be here, but we're gonna do a few with other artists, and he's gonna do one of them. Okay, so just to let some people that ask him.
Yeah, sure. He was the lucky one. Huh?
So
Can go. But I heard he needs to go
he's
for 2 weeks in quarantine, right?
Quarantine 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Stuff became very complicated now to do shows, but it's really incredible that we still managed to do something. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, same here. We were a bit lucky in Switzerland, actually. We also had parties like from June, July on. We had some small parties, so I was lucky to play actually every weekend now, till 2 weeks ago. Small parties with maximum 300 people. Was very unusual, but it was really fun. At least we had that here in Switzerland, but now we go back to kind of lockdown again, so the clubs closed like 2 weeks ago.
Really?
So. Yes.
I saw you in your case were like in some parties. It looked so nice, man. It felt so good to see this stuff. You know?
Yeah, it was nice because it was kind of, you realize that the people really, really appreciated and really enjoyed the parties, you know, like, because it was rare. So they came much more conscious and much more, let's say, prepared and enjoyed the whole journey within the party, which was maybe not so usual before, because you had every weekend plenty of options to go. So the vibe itself was amazing, actually. So it was fun.
I wonder how is responding now in parties. I wonder how it feels like to be in a party. I wasn't from. Actually, my last party was India. I did it when all of this COVID-19 situation started. I mean, it was still we were allowed to fly, and still some countries had some parties in that moment. So I did India. I did actually in that week Germany, in Boo's house, this incredible club. It was Germany. I flew directly to India. It was also incredible. And that's it. And then when I came back, that's it. Everything started to collapse, you know, shut down. Boom, 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 boom. And then it was like, oh, wow. It's like suddenly we felt all of the walls are shutting, you know, closing on our heads. All of the music felt something that is very, very scary. Nothing that we even thought would happen. Yeah, but we're here.
Yeah, the scary thing is that we don't know when we can go back. You know, that you have no idea what's going to happen, and that is the craziest thing for me, at least, you know. Like if I would know, okay, in December we can start, or next June, or in 22, at least you know, because the problem is now what you're going to do. Like many artists had to quit their job as musician now already, all over the world, and have to go back to work. That means like a lot of good artists going to be missed in the future because there was just no chance to survive anymore, and that's really bad. So like I think the world going to get really quiet with music soon if nothing going to happen, and we're going to return back to the normal, you know.
Heard about some amazing artists, a new job.
Yeah, you wouldn't expect that to hear that, you know. I mean, we don't name them, but
yeah, of course.
It's a crazy thing. I mean, many other people around the world have the same problem, of course, where lost a job or just I don't know, like can't work. So it's a really hard and tough time. Yeah. So we need to see how to survive now, and maybe we need to do other stuff as well. And that's a very, very sad part of it.
It's a moment of creativity that you win, I feel, because also, you know, dance floor is not there. Our music is mostly dance floor. I mean, not mostly, let's say 100%. Even the tracks that we say, it's not for the dance floor, it is a dance track slower, or we say, this is more a deep track, let's say. But it's still, it's a dance floor track, you know, so everybody's feeling that, also producers are feeling that in their studios, you know, like they feel, I'm doing a banger, but what's going to happen with this banger? I mean, I'm going to release, I'm going to put it out there, and where it's going to spread, you know.
It's a hard decision right now. Yeah. It's kind of wasting the dance floor vibe, you know, like that's the problem. I mean, you produce music, you release music. Of course, people listen, but they don't experience it, you know, like that's the part which it's not good. They cannot experience it in a loud sound system with their friends and stuff. So it's a completely different approach, and the whole effect of the track itself might be not so strong, you know, when you listen it at home, of course.
Let's go to a better conversation. You did an amazing round. Thank you so much for remixing In and Out. It released yesterday.
Yes.
Definitely one of my favorite remixes of the compilation. For who doesn't know, the compilation released in November of amazing artists, amazing psy-trance artists remixing our tracks. And definitely your remix is one of my favorites there. That's why also we decided to give it as a single. I don't know, we felt that it's gonna be a perfect match, you know, the original track with your style. And I'm really feeling that it really worked like expected. I'm really happy about it. Thank you again so much. How you felt to do? Because we worked together actually 2 times. We worked together. We worked on a university study that was very atmospheric and amazing track, and also Uns that actually we expected for the second collaboration of us to be more deeply. We brought like something totally different approach. But I love of course.
It worked out at least. Yeah, that's true. But for sure, it was a bit unusual. Let's say, at least from my side. Yeah. But I like it. I into it, and I think it's a great. It was a great. How do you say, like a team? Yeah.
Yeah. Same old is kind of boring, you know. You need to stretch and be a little bit more creative. Sometimes people can how you say, not like what you're doing because it's not what they're used to. But if you don't try and push the boundaries a little bit and tweak people's mind. I mean, like I think that when a person gets a song from an artist and then he asks himself, that's not what I'm used to listen. That's actually a good thing, you know, because we irritate the ear. We manage to question the listener like a little bit. So it means that it was a little bit more fresh in a way.
Yeah, it was sure more modern, let's say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it's a great one, you know, because it's kind of, you hear it and it stuck in your mind, you know, and that's
course,
great. Yeah.
Like the monsters and all of this crazy fusion of artists worked out very good. I'm very happy with this.
Yeah, yeah. Also on this one, now the remix, you know, it was a hard choice actually to choose the tracks, especially when, I don't know, like, who was it? Like you guys and Emok and Martin and Off Limits. So it's like 4 bands or four artists, actually 7 people all together. And then you challenge that one, you know, and say, okay, I'm going to take this and make a remix. That was quite a tough decision in a way, but I'm happy how it came out in the end, you know, like, so. I think really, because original was amazing. I played it many times when it came out. It has a really nice vibe, so it was I think I managed to bring a different version of it as well, you know. That's for sure. And it was also fun to play it. I was lucky to play it and test it a little bit here in Switzerland a few times.
You were lucky to play it, huh?
Yeah, that was really helpful, because sometimes, you know, you're in the studio, you think, okay, you're kind of done, and then you go and you play, and then you realize, okay, maybe it's not. Yes.
This is when you, like when you don't have the dance floor, you're missing an essential part of the creation. When you're doing dance, EDM, when you do electronic dance, in the dance floor, there is the part dance in the name of this style of music. So when you cut it, something is missing, you know, even in the name.
Yeah.
So, again, thank you for the remix, man.
Yeah, really welcome, and thank you that you gave me the opportunity to be part of it, of course, as well.
It's our honor and pleasure. And who is around here, you can go download it in Beatport, stream it on Spotify, watch it on YouTube, and enjoy the ride of the track. Some fast questions that I want to ask. Can you tell us your favorite moment, your best career moment or personal moment? I mean, all-time favorite moment of your life, let's say.
Well, I said it a few times already in other interviews, but I think my top favorite moment was when I got lucky enough to making the closing set at Ozora 2011.
Oh, wow, 9 years ago.
So it's 9 years ago already, and between there was many parties. But that was just something very special for me, and I think also for the crowd, because still today people come to me and tell me about this moment, you know, because it was just, I don't know, everything aligned. It was so emotional, tears in my eyes, in most of the people. I think it was sure also like, a lot about the timing. It was sunset, and it was, you know, like the last minutes, and, you know, it was crazy. But beside of that, I also really enjoyed the Transmission Festival, which you also played a few times in Prague, because it was just one of the most amazing light and laser show I ever experienced as well. It was like so watch it out, go to YouTube, check Transmission, Vini Vici or Liquid Soul, because it's gonna blow your mind.
Something about, you know, that like people don't know, people see the light show, you see it from the other side, and when you see it from the other side as a performer, you don't really feel all of the lasers. So first time when we played in this festival, we didn't understand. I talk personally. I didn't understand how powerful the laser show. You know, just after I saw the video from the other side, I said, "Wow!" I was like in shock. The best laser show I ever saw in my life. I think the best laser show exists in the industry, to be honest.
Yeah, by far, I would say. Yeah,
something
really incredible,
out of the ordinary, really.
So yeah, I would call for those two events, but of course many others as well. You know, like they were awesome. You know, but it's hard to choose. But I would say those were really special. You know.
And personal moment that you can share?
Personal, like regarding with music, like in playing. But again, like personal moment. My personal moment was really the Ozora 2011.
Yeah, the thing is that when I say personal moment, maybe something specific, but the truth is that it's so committed to music that it becomes a personality. Like in 90, let's say, until I got married last year, and thank God this year I had my first baby. Until that moment, you know, it's like it's 95% of the personality. So when you say a personal moment, probably will be a show or be a success of a song, or I'm assuming that.
Mm. No, of course. I mean, okay. I mean, if you ask like that, and I totally agree, because that's our dedication, and that's our life. So there is not much other stuff. But I would say also, like, when I got I don't remember when it was. I think it was around 2011 or so. Quite a few years back. Then when I got chosen as I won the DJ award in Ibiza. This was also like something very, very special for me at the time. To get invited to Ibiza and standing on the stage with all other like best artists of the world in all genre, you know, from EDM to techno to whatever they had. So from my personally, it was something very special, because it kind of showed you that all the work you put in and all the time and the effort, that you get rewarded, you know, in the end, and that the people chose you for that, to get this prize.
Only musicians will understand this.
It's like probably on your side when you had your first Tomorrowland main stage gig, probably as well, because what more you want to achieve, you know, in a way.
This is what definitely that was our dream goal. You know, when we started to know this Vini Vici, so that was definitely our dream goal, to do main stage Tomorrowland. We thought that it was very far and a little bit impossible, but you know, but then everything just together
and you know, funny is, like, remember when I told you, like, the year or 2 years before you played on that stage, that we were together at Tomorrowland, I guess. And then I told you, like, okay, in next year or in 2 years you're gonna play there, and you was like, you're fucking stupid, you know, like, no way, you know. Blah, blah.
You know, it happened and it felt natural. You know, I was very excited. I was very excited and like very excited before it. But when we went on, it fits.
No, it was amazing. Come on.
Thank you, of course, and for the opportunity.
I was very proud of you.
Tell me now the most embarrassing moment you had in your career. Let's see. I'm tricking you. Don't be shy. Don't be polite like a Swiss.
Most embarrassing.
Or I give you two questions. Okay, answer one of the two. Okay, I give it. You agree?
Yeah.
Okay. When you lost your virginity, or your most embarrassing moment of your career?
Well, I can answer both, actually, but thinking about. But I lost my virginity about when I was, I think, 15. Yeah, 15. Yeah, I think it was a bit early. I don't know. Like, I don't know how it is today. Yeah.
It's not geeky age and not too dramatic boy age. Fair age.
Yeah, but it was not so intended. I was actually. You know, like, I didn't even thought about it. Then she was actually very, let's say, went to it, you know, at the time. And
sure. Yeah, so she went on you, man, huh?
Yes. So I was like not even really understanding what's happening here, you know, to be honest. Yeah, and embarrassing moments. I mean, there were a few, you know, like, it's also like when people doing stupid things, you know, let's say, I don't know, throwing tomatoes at you, or shouting at you, or whatever, you know, like, I don't know, it's hard to there were so many crazy moments and embarrassing moments, but also beautiful moments. I cannot really pick one, you know, because there were a lot, actually.
Okay, you answered one of the two questions. You answered actually the more funny question, so I'm fine with that.
Okay, cool. So let's go on.
The favorite song of all time.
Good.
Favorite.
What, sorry?
I know that you loved. So Your favorite song of all time. Dude.
My favorite song of all time?
Yeah, let's say that your song that made you who you are today. You know, there is probably a few. It's journey.
From myself, or basically like?
No, not yourself.
Not myself. Well, I would say, even though it's not, I think the most, how you say it, I know exactly which track made me switch to electronic music, and I think that's why I chose that one, which is called Odyssey of Noise, and track name is Psy-trance, which was released on IQ Records back then in 1993, I would say, or 92. This was the first track I heard, because in electronic music, I was very heavy metal fan, Metallica stuff, you know. And when I heard that one, that was a game changer to me, let's say like that. Because I was like, what the fuck is this? So that changed my life. So that's why I would choose that one. And then I started to go really into electronic music and start to be DJing, start to produce, start to blah, 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 you know. So that for sure, it's that specific songs. Other than that, there is many other good stuff, of course, yeah.
Last question, last but not least, the dream collaboration.
Sorry, I didn't understand.
What will be your dream collaboration for you?
My dream collaboration?
Yes.
Ooh.
You ever dare, you know, dare yourself, shoot it up in the.
It's a tough question, because there's many people I would like to, but I cannot choose one now. But I think it's more like somebody like which you wouldn't expect. You know what I mean? Like maybe from a different genre, or just to try something new and exciting. You know, which people probably won't like because it's different. You know, but it's always like about, as a musician, you trying to be yourself. But always trying to also go across boundaries, you know, like trying something new, you know, just as experience as well as a musician.
Tell the people around. Maybe something will make it happen. The universe, the energies will come together.
Yeah, it's very hard to say, but. I mean, look, I was a huge fan of Metallica back then, and still are.
Wow. Oh,
I mean, this is crazy. I cannot even imagine how this would be. You know, like, because I cannot say an artist from our scene or so, because that could happen, and let's say it's more an achievable thing.
Wow, I think that this is the most unexpected answer I will ever get from you, because who knows your music, who knows your style. It's so from Metallica.
Yeah, but when we go to electronic music, maybe.
I don't think that even you have one guitar sound in your track ever, or maybe a little bit. I don't remember.
Not yet. Let's see. Not yet. But let's say what I'm a huge fan of and would love to collab is carbon-based lifeforms. That's my all-time favorite band, let's say, in chill out music, and I love chill out music. So for me, I would say in electronic music, that would be the guys. Yeah, that would be the guys. Just to experience it, you know, how they think. I know them. Yeah, I met them a few times as well. I invited them also for I organized a concert for them even here in Switzerland once. But it's just an achievement of, I don't know, it's timeless music. You can listen to their first album, which is already like, I don't know, like 15 years old or something, and it still sounds so fresh and so unique. And the sound is so warm, and I would, yeah, that would be very interesting for me, yeah.
Hope it will happen, man. I will be happy to hear it.
I don't even know how it should sound, but that's cool, yeah.
That's what's nice about music. Sometimes you don't need to know how it's, and that maybe create magic.
Yeah.
Okay, my man. It was a pleasure to hear you. It was a pleasure to talk with you. Really hope to see you again soon, and for us to be over with this crazy, annoying situation. Thank you again for this wonderful remix. All of the fans here again, you can go download it on Beatport, watch it on YouTube, enjoy it because it's really, really a great remix. Um, Thank you again for joining me. Love
Thank you, guys.
Everybody, stay safe and hope to see you all around the world very, very soon. Cheers. Goodbye.
Bye, guys.
Bye. Ciao, ciao.